Journey into the dark side of an ancient civilization. Radiating an ominous light in its path, the Chaos Comet threatens the existence of the planet. Battles erupt and a tentative peace is returned to the lands. Danger lurks as the Chaos Comet orbits the dreadful beasts lie waiting. In the age of exploration, a boy named Will is born. Tragedy strikes during an expedition to the Tower of Babel, separating Will from his father. Telekinetic forces awaken as Will returns to South Cape. Armed with his transformation abilities of two great warriors, Will must save the planet. Gaia, Will's guiding spirit, bestows magical powers and advice along his journey. With the help of his friends, Will must battle relentless enemies and solve the puzzles of the ancient ruins. Patience and knowledge are essential to reunite this father and son. Well, good evening, everybody. It is Tuesday. What did I say, Sunday or Saturday? It is Tuesday, June 3rd. I'm Gunnar. I'm Dying. Call me Dying. Welcome to my new side project of Let's Play Illusion of Gaia. Go ahead and get this started. And let the title screen roll in. I decided to LP this because I've really been in the mood to replay this. And actually the whole trilogy that encompasses Soul Blazer, this, and Terranigma, but this is the one that I haven't replayed in the longest. So I decided, hey, let's start with this. Now, I am attempting, this is also kind of a test recording for Final Fantasy VI. I am trying to make this my first HD LP. So, rather than just load the Twitch file onto YouTube, I'm recording off my emulator. And it is in an HD widescreen format. Of course, there will be black boxes on the side because the Super NES emulation isn't widescreen naturally. But I'll also be doing a little editing practice and get that ready for FF6. There's a nice long title screen before a prologue. I'm waiting for that to pass by. Now, this will be a 100% run. I will be getting all 50 jewels, all stat upgrades. Here we go. The world was in an age of exploration. Looking for new lands, Matt uncovered the relics of ancient cultures. It's like the Lufia 2 opening. Actually, Lufia 2 came later, if I remember correctly. As time passed, many legends began to surface. A legend from each ruin, a legend from each culture. And the Sphinx still has its nose. Various relics were found in the ruins. One of the legends told of strange statues in the shapes of spirits. What was a spirit to ancient people? The ruins don't tell us. Now that really should be God, but Nintendo censorship was very, very heavy at the time. People who entered the ruins searching for wealth went in and were never seen again. And the choice of text makes it very hard to read. Some said there were traps to protect the treasure. Others said it was a curse. Hey, it's our old friend, Professor Sternhardt. Was that his name? Oh, well, a reference to Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. No one thought these ruins would bring about disaster. I haven't played that game in forever, so I may have got the name wrong. Oh yeah, let's build a tower to reach the heavens. God won't be mad about that. Right. Back to the title screen. We cannot actually start until the press start appears. Here we go. And this is a fresh ROM. I have not done any practice runs, but I have the game pretty well memorized. I've played through it at least a half a dozen times. Let's go ahead and start a journey. Start from the beginning. And yeah, the buttons are fine the way they are. A is going to be the main one. And here we go. We just jump right into the action. Rather, the school building. My name is Will. A year has passed since I went to the Tower of Babel with my father. My father and his party met with disaster. Somehow I made it back to South Cape. I still can't believe my father's gone. I'll never believe it. When I grow up, I'll be an explorer and see the world. Somewhere, I'll meet my father. That's all for today's lesson. You four do your best not to fall behind. Demons have appeared outside of town. If you go very far, you must go with your parents. That's a great advice to be given. I'll see you guys at the usual place. Thanks, Seth. You're quite the boy or girl. I have to go home first. I'll see you guys there later. If you don't hurry home, your mother will think that you were kept after school. Are you trying to tell us something, Eric? And I'm in control. This is Lance. Like always, the cave at the seashore. But before we want to go anywhere, there are two things to do. First, examine along here. You'll find your first red jewel. There are 50 of these in the game. Hey, Will, how many times have I told you not to come up here? You have a habit of jumping down from places. Well, I guess I can't really stop you. And this little portal we pass is actually our save points for the game. Come in here, we will meet Gaia. I am Gaia, the source of all life. I will help you on your journey. Take these 5 elemental rings and summon Captain oh wait. Only one with the dark power can see this space. You are the chosen one. In the dark space, you can record a travel journal. Stop there before you depart. Record what's happened so far. Let's go ahead and record. Finish recording. Continue your journey, then go. And if you need to refill health, that is the place to do it. Let's go ahead and talk to everyone in town. This is one of the games where you do need to worry about it. And it's a good thing Will does not get an upskirt shot when he jumps. Is he even wearing pants? Oh, he knows what time it is. But there are many places you can't jump off. This is the guy we want to talk to. I'm the Jeweler Gem. I control the 7 Seas. What's your business? He's the guy who collects red jewels. So you want to give him every single one you have. And as you turn them in, I'll give you goods for your jewels as written on the list. So we'll get each reward as we turn the jewels. Half of the jewels are permanently missable. So if you don't know where they all are, good luck finding them without a guide. So he's... Oh, I kind of skipped that text. He says he's a master of disguise. And he has various appearances in each town. They just kind of recycle each sprite. Let's go and talk to the people. My astronomer friend says something very strange. A star is approaching the Earth. No, stars can't do that. It's got to be a comet. I envy you when I see your sea breeze flowing in the hair like that. Not like mine under this scarf. Take it off, lady. Let's go ahead and... That was a... I travel around to people's houses selling weapons used to fight demons. We may live in troubled times, but I won't sell a weapon to a child. Well, Will already has a weapon, believe it or not. It's on his back, and it is a flute. That's powerful. Whoa! Good thing I ducked there. No sooner was the door to Seth's house open than a jar came flying out. Well, it's no joke, that man. It's very easy to accidentally skip text in this game. I put up with it for Seth's sake, but if it weren't for him, I'd have left long ago. And he never told me if Seth is a boy or a girl. What's wrong with having a little fun with my hard-earned money? Drunk hick. Well, she says Seth is a guy, but I still don't know. Now, one of the red jewels is actually completely random along this dock here, and we'll get to it in a bit. I don't want to go to the cave just yet. A couple more houses to explore. This is Lance's house. He lives here with his frail mother. Your father has been lost at the Tower of Babel for a year now. It seems only like yesterday. Yep, and we find out later that Lance's father was also lost in that expedition. And, of course, the second red jewel in his house. Go ahead and equip that, and if you use it as an item, red jewels fly to the jeweler gems in a single ray of light. They will automatically be sent to the jeweler, and so you don't have to waste your inventory space with them. A few more houses to check out. My friend Eric lives here. This is the biggest house in South Cape. Well-envied people born to rich families. There's the little things in life that make you rich or poor. Well, heard any good stories? My father disappeared a year ago. I kind of made it back on my own halfway across the world. Everyone's jealous of this big house. It's nothing. We moved to this town before anyone else. You founded the town and had a kid before anyone moved in? Oh. Don't worry, I'm not on fire. It's just a treatment for my sore body. Cleaning this big house all day makes my brain ache. And who's the woman at the bottom? Is she a daughter, a maid? Oh, they're playing red light, green light. I won't interrupt them. Oh, salesman. I'm worried. There's been a lot of strange merchants lately doing business. Well, they kind of want to not let demons invade, do they? It better not be your chamber pot guy. This is my house. The pie that Grandma Lola is making smells really great. Hi, Grandma Lola. Welcome home, Will. Dinner isn't ready yet. Go outside and play for a while. Well, let's see what Grandpa Bill has to say. Coming home, Tishawa, probably means you have to stay after school again. Yes, I read the narrative text at the beginning. Excellent. Even if a boy can't study, he should show a little initiative. And he's got a badass mustache, I have to say that right now. Okay, let's go ahead and talk to our friends. Back down along here, the fisherman is in the wrong spot. It was natural for the four friends to call this seaside cave their second home. Usually when lessons were done at the school, they gathered there to talk and play games until sundown. What is it, Will? It's late. I'm playing cards with Seth. Wait a minute. I'm going to win again for sure. Suddenly, Eric rushed in with a desperate look on his face. Ah, big news! Big news! The Princess of Edward Castle has run away! They say she came to South Cape! That's all? You came in such a hurry that I thought something really big had happened. The princess is probably that spoiled girl, Kara, the one you like so much. Liar! Maybe the soldiers will come here looking for her! The soldiers from Edward Castle look so cool! I want a steel helmet too! Is that all? Oh, okay. Well, get over here and sit next to Eric. I'm not interested in girls. I like adventures better. Boy or girl, Seth? Everyone's here. What should we do today? I want to see Will's mysterious power. You haven't seen it? He can move things without touching them. He moved the statue in the corners of the cave. Will, show me again. And to do that, you stand in front of what you want to move and push L or R. Oh, it moved! Next, pick a card. Any card. I'll put 4 cards face down. Pick the one you think is the ace of diamonds. On the floor? That's kind of unsanitary, Lance. Pick the one you think is the ace of diamonds. Now this is Schrodinger's player card here. No matter which one you pick, Will picks up a card. It is the ace of diamonds, of course. It's always the first one you pick. Ah, right! I'm speechless. Hey, Seth, this is some kind of psychic power, right? Yeah, it must be some kind of psychic power thing. If I didn't know better, I'd think it was magic. Most people have 5 senses: sight, hearing, taste, smell, and touch. I think Will's psychic power is some kind of 6th sense. What Seth says is too complicated for me to understand. Nope. Let's play one more game, then I'm going home. I think that's what he said. Okay. The sun has set when you come out here, but it was already dark by the time Will left the cave. This is where you want to come in and out of before the fisherman will appear in the right spot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is probably the most annoying jewel to get in the whole game. 8, 9, 10. Still can't pull it up. 11. Now sometimes he will move to the southern part of the dock. 12, 13, 14, 15. He doesn't move from that one spot. Oh my goodness. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Good grief! I was going to say good lord. Trying to switch to good grief. Was that 25 or 26? I already lost count. 27. Grand exciting adventures await you in Illusion of Gaia. Now, aside from this really annoying part at the beginning, this is an excellent game. It's the first I played in the trilogy I mentioned, and I actually bought it on a whim. We were on our way home from summer vacation. I saw it in a store, and I think we bought this at the same time we got Earthbound. My oldest brother and I, and we don't regret those purchases at all. Try a different house. It probably won't make a whole lot of difference. gonna be there all night at this rate, guy. Let's see, this has been going on for 2 minutes now. Oh, I can come in and out of Seth's house. Okay, I can't see him from there. Oh. If I move to another place, I can't pull it up. Are you sure you haven't hooked the ground? I'm just gonna try talking to him every time. Oh, dang it. Okay, well, I can see better from Seth's. I won't have to run back and forth every time. Okay, he's not at the first spot, he's at the second. Still there. What are we at? This is what, number 40? If there's ever been an example of the Let's Play curse, it's right here. That's a long card game, guys. Now, of course, if he does show up at the right spot, it's right in front of the cave here. I'm just trying to beg for mercy from the random number gods so we can get moving with the game. I want to do the first dungeon before stopping this video. Oh, come on. Maybe this really was a good time to start editing my videos. I'll have something to cut out! Oh boy. At the same time, I will make my comments on the music. The music on this game is absolutely epic. Just this town theme, especially for South Cape, works very well. It is the perfect epitome of a fishing village, with those woodwind instruments in particular. And you can hear the birds in the background too. That's not part of the normal song though. Let's try the cave some more. Maybe when I rewatch this, I'll keep an accurate count and provide how many it takes until we get this. Oh my goodness! I've stopped counting at this point, guys. It will pop eventually, but oh, good grief! I'm gonna save my game. Move on with the plot a little bit and come back in the morning if I can. Oh, it's accidentally easy to accidentally select the wrong thing too. Randomly jumping off tall buildings, not getting hurt in the process. Huh? The pig's wrecking the room! But why is there a pig in my house? I was gonna ask the same thing. Oink, oink. There's a pushy pig, too. He's saying, get out of my way! Who's this? We have a burglar in us. Hamlet, you shouldn't snort at strangers! Is this your house? Yeah, so? Frankly, you look a little shabby. Well, excuse me, princess. Your father? Mother? Not here, huh? Is this a picture of your parents? My father's an explorer. I know, Ullman the explorer. They say he was lost. He'll come back someday. Are you sad? No. I'd be sad if it were me. I'm sorry. Anyway, is there a piano here? No, there isn't, but Grandma Lola's a great singer. They're singing upstairs now. They have such loud voices. Well, even though we can't hear them. Welcome home, Will. When I sing opera, I lose track of the time. Dinner's not ready yet. Oh my, I haven't sung like this in a long time. Your grandmother Lola used to be a singer. I fell in love with her voice, that's why I married her. Oh, you! Bringing up a thing like that? Will, you shouldn't be surprised to hear that. The girl who was singing with me a minute ago... No! A scream from downstairs. Oh, crap. Well, we can phase through them. Princess, I've been looking for you. I don't know you! Be gone! What are you saying? If I don't take you home, I'll lose my head? do I care if you lose your head? Princess, do you think I have nothing better to do than chase you down? I must take you home. It's the king's orders. And the gal gets dragged away. I'm sorry I lied to you. I'm King Edward's daughter, Kara. Well, I feel as though we've met before. As if we'll be good friends. As if we were good friends. We met 5 minutes ago, so that feeling kind of rings true. Okay, Grandma, Grandpa, what do you have to say about this? Sure, that girl likes to play practical jokes. Edward Castle. There's a big viaduct under the castle. Your grandfather designed it. What, really? I used to be an architect. There's a prison under the castle. It's built like a maze to keep the prisoners from escaping. I feel bad that I built a prison where people disappear and are never heard from again. Enough serious talk. Let's eat dinner. I've made a delicious pie. Let's sit at the table upstairs. Let's go ahead. And it fades to black so we don't have to see them move upstairs again. We sat down to a feast of snail pie with whipped cream. Haven't you guys seen 1,000 Ways to Die? That is how you contract a flesh-eating virus. I only got one piece, but Grandpa Bill ate half the pie. That night, Will dreamed the character and he took a trip around the world. Well, that was a nice little one-liner dream. And the next morning, something began to happen. I had more snail pie for breakfast. I left you a slice. There's no fridge. Where'd you keep it? Good morning, Will. A letter has come for you from King Edward. This is what is written in the letter. Bring the crystal ring from Olman's things to Edward Castle. King Edward. I've been in a bad mood ever since I saw this letter. Oh, Will, I'll teach you a spell. When I'm upset, humming this tune makes me feel better. Lola hummed a strange melody. That's pretty. We'll be hearing this a few times. Even though Will had never heard it before, it seemed oddly familiar. We've learned Lola's melody. But the town music overwrites that. Now it's the day off from school, so all the friends are inside the cave. And here we go again, because this is the last chance we get to do this. 1, 2, 3. Oh, finally! So yeah, the third red jewel is in the pot that he finally fishes up. He lifted the strange teapot. So now that we have all the jewels we need for the first item, let's go ahead and collect that before we head to the castle. Oh wait, don't need to go all the way up and around, just talk to him here. Oh, almost dashed off. So I'll go ahead and give him red jewels. There are now 3 red jewels in the room. You've collected more than 3 jewels. According to the list, you get the herb. You receive the herb. The only healing item in the game, and they are in limited quantity. So I highly, highly recommend not using them at all unless it's an absolute emergency. The game isn't hard, but there are times when you can run the risk of needing to heal. Let's go ahead and save and then move on to the castle. And go. I like that. It just makes Gaia sound so impatient. Now, that's all the red jewels we can get in South Cape. King Edward has summoned you to the castle? Well, just be careful. Don't worry, I got my flute. So the world map is kind of a point-and-click interface. You just select where to go and you automatically go there. Yeah, we'll just jump right in. This is King Edward's castle. I must report this intrusion. Will shows the letter to the guard. A guest of the king? I'm sorry, you may pass. Now, there's a little bit of a hidden person behind one of the pillars later on here. This is the underground prison. Innocent people can't enter. Someone is hiding behind a pillar. Oh, it's this guy. Don't raise your voice and mind your manners. In exchange, I will give you 1 red jewel. So, there's number 4. Now, this is the way to go. And do Do I need the 3rd or 4th floor? This is the princess's room. Strangers can't enter. Who is it? A guest? This is just a shabby boy. It's me, Kara. Oh, that voice! Let him in, or I'll tell everyone your old nickname! Oh, pardon me, please enter. Oh. There it is again. I was told to bring the crystal ring to King Edward. It's terrible! It's terrible! Again, my father's trying to take something important from someone. I've escaped from the castle before. Now they won't let me go out. Recently, something very strange has happened in the castle. My mother has hired a famous hunter. It's ominous. No. I feel scared. My mother and father seem to have changed. Please save me. Take me out of here. Please. Princess. Please come back, Will. Okay, gotta go talk to the king now. Yeah, you have to talk to Kara before you can go to the left side of the castle. Or the central area. Here we are. Have to talk to these two. The king sent you the letter. Talk to him. Your Will? You look so shabby. Well, did you bring the crystal ring? We couldn't find it, Your Majesty. How dare you say such a thing to me? Guards, throw this impudent Weedle in prison, and then go to Will's house and find the ring. One wing to woo them all. Ma'am, save me! Did you say ma'am? She doesn't take to being called ma'am, I guess. Well, I wonder why I have to suffer so. I wonder what will become of me now. Anyway, I have to think of a way to get out of here. Oh, someone was chained to this ball. This moss has seen thousands of prisoners come and go. It's locked. Yeah, you can... Those prisoners must have been encouraged by any sign of life. So you can examine things a couple times. But other than that, you just have to wait. Not much you can do. Twirl my flute to pass the time. Soldier's whisper comes from a hole in the ceiling. It's today's ration of bread. Even moss drinks water. Could that be any more non sequitur? We'll taste some of the bread. The bread is hard. It's the worst thing he's ever tasted. For some reason, he really misses Grandma Lola's creative cuisine, even though it's full of germs and bacteria. Okay. Examine a few more things. Time passes slowly, but the long day is ending. It pains me to think of the prisoners' feelings, not knowing what they should do. While I was trying to think of a way out, I drifted off to sleep. A familiar voice speaks from the flute. Will, this is your father. Father? You were a cute child, but now you've grown up. You must go to the Dagobah system. Oh, wait. Isn't Grandma Lola's pie delicious? Sure, Dad. Where are you? I can't tell you now. I have something to ask of you. Listen. Yeah, if it's your wish. I want you to save me. I, too, was once held in this cell. Look at the left-hand wall. Yep. You need to use LNR to collect that. This? Have you heard anything from Grandpa Bill? Grandpa? He was an architect. Your grandpa knows the secret of that stone. Secret? Starting now, you will encounter a terrible thing. Oh, do I have to? Pick up the stone your enemy left. What enemy? He didn't leave behind anything, Dad. The power of the crystal is contained there. Do we have to find earth, water, or wind, and fire crystals? That power will prove to be your ally. You must make a pilgrimage to the ruins of the world to find the mystic statues. The closer you get to the crystal, the stronger the evil power will be. Will, no time. Quickly, first, to the Incan ruins. The flute's voice fades and disappears. Well, that still doesn't explain how to get out of here. Oink, oink. What? Oh, hey, it's Hamlet. It's locked. I wonder if this Kara's pig. Oh, what luck! There's a letter and key tied to its tail. The letter read, Sorry to hear that you're in prison. It's terrible what my father's done, but hear what I have to say. I, too, am a prisoner, in a prison of silk and gold. But tonight I will leave the castle forever. You will also be free. Kara. There's Here's our first item get theme of the game. You have the key. Let's go ahead and select the key and then get out of here. As he turns the prison key, the steel door opens with a dull sound. Save point on here. Can I get in here? Yep. Same statement. I don't need anyone's help. I can get out by myself. Let's save and enter the first combat area. This is where the game really shines. Oh, I'm Gaia, the source of all life. When you defeat all the enemies in an area, you will get a jewel that increases your abilities. Push the start button to see the location of your enemies. Find the demons and defeat them. So basically you want to kill every enemy in the game. That is how you increase your stats. But that's okay because there's not a single area where it seems like there are way too many enemies. Okay, the primary method of attack is just push A to swing your flute. Wait, based on how Will is facing, he will swing it in an arc. Just tap A to do a normal swing. Tap A and quickly push the button to do a jump swing, which is slightly more powerful. It can actually be used as a combo attack. So our first power-up is an HP upgrade. When you defeat all the enemies around you, a jewel will appear. So just reminding us of that. And pushing start will tell you how many more enemies there are in the area, as well as the number of treasured. Now the force gauge, I actually never really understood that. But if you've played ActRaiser or Soul Blazer, the sound effects in this are very similar to that. Now, along with the telekinetic abilities of guarding, well, not guarding, but twirling your flute, it also acts as guarding. So it can block projectiles. But this game is not that hard, with a few exceptions. So long as you guard well and don't rush. And of course, killing more enemies will open new areas. And the stones that drop, if you collect 100, you get an extra life. Which is basically, you will restart in an area where you died rather than going back to your save point. So let's flute these bats. Now, as you progress through the game, you will learn more abilities that heighten combat, as well as a few other things. The first one of which we will get in this very dungeon. Oh, your aim sucks. What are Dianogas doing in the castle mode, anyway? Whoa! Uh-oh. I got a strength boost. Oh, nice. How many enemies in here? Another 15. So with a strength boost, you should do 1 more point of damage to these enemies. Now, you do need to use your telekinesis to move these statues out of the way. Not hard to do. Oh. Goodness. Yeah. Hey, what are you doing? It's hay season. Hay fever season. You're gonna make me sneeze. What's a talking dandelion doing in here, anyway? Dandelion seed, I guess. Stop hanging around me and I'll stop hitting you, whatever you are. Oh, I didn't see that coming. And I don't know what that text said, either. Hit that switch to move the metal balls, but we don't want to do that just yet. An enemy up there. And I think these skeletons are the exact same ones that appear in ActRaiser. I'm not 100% sure. Now, as in terms of lives, you can have a maximum of 9. Okay, don't want to forget him. Okay, another herb. Should not need to use it at all in this dungeon. Hit the switch again to reset those. I should be able to finish him before he can attack. Yep, if I get close enough, that is. And our first defense upgrade. Now, when you do get a life up, your HP is fully restored. So that's another reason not to waste your herbs. Excuse me. Pick up every gem that drops. It's just a piece of handy advice. Keep moving along here. Don't get skewered. And more moving ball traps. Not hard to dodge. Not like it was in Toho Mother when I got crazy with the Koopa shells. Okay, you can disappear now. It won't go in. Maybe it's rusty. I just gotta access it from a greater height. Let's get these guys out of the way first. Fear the power of my flute. Now, it never explains where Will got the flute until the very end of the game. I won't spoil it. Spirit. When you defeat the enemies, a shiny silver dark gem will appear. If you collect 100 of these, you gain 1 life. Even if you're defeated, you won't have to go back very far. So, I already explained that game mechanic. There's the second red jewel, oh no, first red jewel of this dungeon, second in the castle. There are 2 more in here. I think I just whack this guy. New life upgrade, and we're on our way out. Oh. Rose. Try playing the flute. Play the melody. No? Since when are we to ignore a talking plant? He softly played the melody he had heard from Lola. Well, how convenient that he taught us that right before getting thrown in jail. He heard a soft voice from somewhere. Go to the switch on the right-hand wall. And, well, nothing changed. The door won't open unless you push the switch on the count of 3. When I shout, push the switch. I'll count 1, 2, 3. Don't make a mistake. The number that I will count to is 3. 5 is right out. 1, 2, 5! 3, sir! Stop! The door's open! Go in! Well, in actuality, what happened is you had to push both switches at the same time, and I had a helper in there. But as for who it was, I can't reach that switch. That'll be revealed in a bit. That's approximately the halfway point of the dungeon. Not very long, not very hard. This is probably the hardest room in the area. But thanks to the arc of Will's flute, you can hit more than one of these guys at a time. Hopefully get both from here. Excellent. So, a dark space, save our game. And there's another statue. Let's see what Gaia has to say. I am Gaia, the source of all life. I'll give you some advice. Your shape is only temporary. Try standing in front of the statue next to you. Well, don't want to stop right before we want to hear what this has to say. Will hears a voice in his head. Will, I've been waiting a long time for you to come. I am Frieden. I am eternal. Let me help you on your journey. As time goes by, you'll come to understand my nature. Will gradually lose his consciousness. And with that, we take on the form of Frieden the Dark Knight. And this guy's badass, let me tell you. Okay, Gaia just says the same thing there. And you can transform back and forth at will, no pun intended, when entering dark spaces. And of course, Frieden has a longer reach with his sword, does slightly higher damage. He has the same telekinetic abilities. Take that on those bats in one shot. And he is your primary offensive fighter for the whole game. You'll fight most of the bosses as him, with a few exceptions. You can call this guy a mini-boss, but he goes down like all the others. Ouch. I wasn't swinging fast enough. That did more damage than I expected it to. How many more enemies in here? Full 8. Another chest over there. I think that's another red jewel. Now, unfortunately, we won't really get to the point where we one-shot enemies a whole lot, so we gotta enjoy this while we can with those bats. And just take it slow, walking between these spiky balls. Yep, second red jewel of the dungeon. We're done here. Okay, let's kill this guy before he can get a hit off. Off with his head! Much better. And I think there's one more room. Nope. That was it. When the enemies are destroyed, Will can return to his original shape. Now, don't get in too much of a hurry. Search one of these barrels. Search it from the other side. Yep. Okay, there's the last red jewel of the area. We're out of here. Hey, who's this? I saw you, but I'm surprised. You can change your shape like me. I'm Lily, an Idery girl protected by the flower spirit. How do you know a melody you can only have heard from us? I learned it from Grandma Lola. She hummed it whenever she was upset. I've had some of her pie. It tastes rather unusual, doesn't it? You know my grandmother? Actually, she asked me to rescue you. The elder's calling. I have to go. We'll meet again. Goodbye, Will. So, she was the one who was following us and who we were accidentally whacking. Oh, sorry, Lily, but we didn't know. Now, there's one item to collect in here. I think you can get it before you rescue Kara. Let's double check. Nope, have to go talk to her first. But that's easily done. Run in here, run past the guard. He has fallen asleep. Of course you come! Thank you! Was the guard asleep outside? His name is old Snorehead. Sleeping again. Your little pig has come. His name is Hamlet. Cute, isn't he? He's very smart. He has some kind of strange pig power. Please, take me out of here! So, she's apparently a very fast walker. Can keep up with us when we're dashing. But if you try to leave the castle... Oh, wait! It will be a long trip. We should take food. Would you come to the cellar with me? I think that's what she said. Now, this is the only time they even consider taking food on their journey. Search the open barrel here. Item get. We found a large, yummy roast leg of yak. Must be that good for it to be that descriptive. Everything's ready. Let's go before the soldiers find us. Well, where are we going? I guess we gotta head home because we really don't have anywhere else to go. The map won't let us. At last, we leave. Let's go to your house. I'm worried about your grandparents. They hurry on to Will's. So it's automatic. Now, Kara has technically joined the party, but she never sees combat. And how long of a journey is that? Like 2 days? Walk halfway across the continent. That's kind of low. But nope, everything's trashed. I'd say scare cord right now, but there isn't one. What's happened? It's awful! Who would do such a thing? My grandparents. Grandpa Bill! Grandma Lola! Look upstairs! Oh, the portrait's untouched? Oh. Yeah, suddenly Kara calls for you to come upstairs, something like that. It's just that instant appearing and disappearing text. There's no way to stop it. What happened? Look at the wall! The mark! A jackal! The jackal's here! Jackal? He's the hunter hired by my mother! An evil man who will stop at nothing! Once he starts after you, there's no stopping him! He has no regard for human life! My grandpa and grandma. Oh, now prepare to sneeze. Don't worry, you two. You're the one who... Who are you? I'm Will's friend. Lily, do you know anything about this? It's okay. Your grandpa and grandma are safe. They're in my village. Your village? Idery Village. I've never heard of this village! Naturally, my village has a barrier around it. Ordinary people like you can't see it. Let's go, Will. Okay. I'm going too! It's far too dangerous for a princess. You can't stop royalty! I do whatever I want! Typical of a princess. I think something good is going to happen. Well, if we're going, let's go, I guess. Before we go to my village, should we meet the townspeople? We might not be back here for a long time. Yeah, better say goodbye to my friends. I'll turn in the jewels later. There's one in Idery Village, but we have to come back here to turn it in. We'll do that in the next video. Because there's plot stuff once we get there. Say goodbye to our friends. Good guy Lance. Yep. Little guy Eric. And boy or girl Seth, who doesn't even care about what's going on, just cares about winning his or her card game. Let's go ahead and go in and save. Gaia will restore our health. And that'll be it for this video. Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been part 1 of Let's Play Illusion of Gaia. I don't know when I'll be recording this. It'll be kind of on an irregular basis since it's my side LP. But I'm Dine. Call me Dine. If life is giving you a hard day, don't be afraid to eat your pudding with a fork. You guys take care, and I'll see you for the next.